and welcome to the November release at Picket Fan Studios whole Let's Admire All the Things video. So first up we have beautiful girl flowers and matching dies. So yay. So this one has lots of beautiful, delicate little flowers and thankfully the dies to it. Next we have Alice Girl, and she seemed to be a bit of a daydreamer with lots of pretty flowers at the bottom there as well. And thankfully also a coordinating die cut for that. So next up we have Baby Girl of All Seasons. So recently we had Baby Boy of All Seasons, so now we have a Baby Girl, and also again with a die cut. Next up we have a big stamp set. This one is called Bugville, and it has lots of like fun punny sentiments and all these like cute little critters, and thankfully again dies for all those tiny little bugs. That is so cool, and so yeah, I'm relieved, I must say, because I'm not one for fussy cutting. No siree. And next up we have a couple of word dies. So this one is literally, and it's slightly bigger than the one that is in our Seriously Literally stamp set. We also have Muscle Toe. Or I probably said that wrong. Next, we have a bunch of gorgeous snowflakes. So we have Snowflake Lydia, and we're gonna put this one aside for a second. And then we have Snowflake Alice, big gorgeous one, and Snowflake LaWanda. And we have this little set of winter snowflakes, which if you look closely, you'll see that there's a lot of them that actually look quite similar to the bigger ones. So they will all work really, really well together, and I cannot wait to get in with these because I do love my snowflakes. As long as I don't have to be cold myself, I'm all about snowflakes. Yes. So as you can see, yes, big and little, yay, all good. Moving on to Health Freaks. Well, actually Health Freak, I say. It's Drink Your Greens, and these are so many fun like smoothies and fruit drinks, and you know, if you want to play like cocktails, you can do that too with coordinating dies. And also Pet All the Dogs, which it speaks to me. It really does. And it has so many good like sentiments and, you know, just, yeah, good things for all us crazy dog ladies and or crazy dog people. And again, with coordinating die cuts. So yay for that. And we also have an edition of our slimline dies. So this one is slimline Daisy Burst stencil, and you can also get it in a 6x6 if you are not onto the slimline card craze yet. Our last stencil is the Geo Square stencil, and we also have a couple of coordinating dies for previously released stamp sets. So first up we have a rose, so you have a nice outline die cut of that. And then also Or WiFi has got a coordinating die cut now. So that is another yay. Finally, whoopee. And of course we have our slimline die cutting system. If you haven't already got this, get it now, just say. So today I have gone a little bit crazy with my snowflakes, and I have no regrets. But I have I came up with a bit of a time-saving hack, and I'm going to share it with you right now. So I cut strips of cardstock which were about not quite 2 inches wide, and then I I lined up my snowflakes onto the strip, and with post-it tape, or you can use white washi tape, I simply glued I picked up the dies, and then we're going to keep them onto the post-it tape the whole time, but we're going to keep running this through our die cutting machine until we have as many snowflakes as we want. And we want a lot. I'm not going to lie. We want a lot. So I'm going to do yellow ones first. And so you can see here, so the paper is going to, you know, you're going to have to peel off the post-it tape, and you're also going to need to pick up your snowflakes, especially if you have a really battered die cutting plate like I do here. But you will get you will save a lot of time, and you will also save a lot of paper, because you know you're not going to wind up with weird or badly cut snowflakes, or not even like fully cut snowflakes. And then you just peel your whole strip of dies off, put your new strip down, run it through your die cutting machine again, and voila, just keep doing that until you have as many snowflakes as you want. So the first one I did there is just like a random yellow cardstock that I found in my stash. And these ones are out of matte gold mirrored cardstock, I think from Tonic Studios. This one might be satin honey or something like that. I will link it down below. And yeah, as you can see, just cutting loads and loads of stars out. And I did this in very many different shades of cardstock from the stamp market. So I cut out basically like a very colorful rainbow snowfall of snowflakes, which we are going to have a look at very soon. But as you can see here now, again, like my strip of the dies, you just keep the dies where they are on your strip, and it is such a time saver. It really was. And it took me a little while to get to this hack as well. So just don't try to be smart. Just do as I said. Don't, you know, try to skip this part, because you will save a lot of time and a lot of cardstock. So with the slimline die cutting system, I cut out a bunch of panels because, you know, panels are always good to have, right? And then here comes my snowflakes. And as you can see, it's not just one or two. Oh no, I tend to go a tiny bit overboard. So my first idea was to use sort of the pinky gorgeous reds and purples to kind of make a bit of a pattern paper, I guess. And then I thought, oh, well, I can maybe do like 2 in one go, but that did not work out, no. So we're gonna skip that idea. And then I did, each row is a color, but it's kind of like an angle to, yeah, not to just kind of be like all samey. And then we're gonna use press and seal to pick up all our snowflakes. And this is such a handy little thing, honestly. I don't use it for anything else. I use it in my craft room, but yeah. So as you can see, I've just picked those up, and they're gonna stay right there until I stick them down with some adhesive. So we're gonna get our adhesive out. And I've used this Nuvo fine tip pen. And I ended up having, I could only do like a few at a time because, you know, they're very fine. So you need to work quickly, because by the time, if you do all of them in one go, the glue will probably be dry by the time it comes to turning over. So I did a few, pressed down, did another few, pressed down, and so on and so on. But I will tell you this was not the best idea, because even though I tried to be really sort of on the cardstock or on the snowflake with them, it did leak out and it made a bit of a mess. So I thought, okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to set this aside for a bit. So I tried this. So I've laid up a bunch of snowflakes, and I was kind of thinking this could be like a half circle. And we're going to use our press and seal trick again here. Just press down, pick them all up, turn that over, add lots of adhesive, and just stick it all down again. But then, I know there's always a but, isn't there? My very sweet and helpful husband, the man as I call him, he looked at it once I had added this sort of half circle of them, and he's like, that looks kind of weird. I know. Nothing subtle about it. Nothing sort of like, how about this? He's like, that looks weird. You need to add more. But you will be able to see it soon. Because, I mean, when I haven't trimmed off the rest of the snowflakes, you can kind of see where I'm going with this. But once I trimmed them off, I did end up actually agreeing with him that it just wasn't quite the look I was after. So even though we're going to do the press, seal, peel, and reveal here, I did end up having to stick down another few snowflakes because they were very sort of willy-nilly all over the place. I did end up covering those white bits at the end, or at the top there. So as it's probably going to come in soon, but we are going to finish off these 2 cards with sets from the Inside Quotes. No, sorry, this is from Fancy Christmas. So I heat embossed one on vellum and one on dark cardstock, and I was toying back and forth on it. Should I do it dark? Because I thought, oh, that could be kind of like kapow. But then I really didn't want to cover up all the colors of those snowflakes. And you can see it looks so much better now that I've actually covered the whole panel with those snowflakes. I really do think the man was right on this one, but let's not tell him, right? So my second card, it did not get any less sticky. So I ended up covering the panel with circles cut from the slimline die cutting system. And so I cut those out of vellum so that you could still see the pattern. And when you cut them out with a circle, you get round circles actually in from the circle itself. But then if you use it on a panel, you get a nice stitched border. And then I cut out another couple of gold, glitter cardstock gold snowflakes, that's it, to put in the middle of those and finish those off with a couple of sentiments from Inside Quotes Christmas. But this one is Fancy Christmas Sentiments. And yes, with that, that's all done. I know there's lots of die cutting for only 2 cards, but I did have a lot of fun making them. And you know, sometimes you just have to get in your craft room and experiment and see what works and what doesn't work. But I will be working on a better way to adhering those snowflakes so that we don't have a sticky mess. Right, well, with that, I'm all done for today, but I really hope you enjoyed this little video, and don't forget to keep an eye out because there will be more coming this week with this release. So see you soon again. Bye.